Rain had just started when Emma Carter stepped out of the grocery store. It wasn't supposed to be one of those days. She had carefully calculated every dollar in her bank account before walking in. $43.16. That's what she had left for the week. Her husband, Daniel, had passed away 8 months ago. A sudden heart condition. No warning. No goodbye. Now it was just her and her 6-year-old son, Noah. She balanced too heavy. Grocery bags in one hand while holding her phone in the other. Checking a text from her landlord. Rent is already 3 days late. Her chest tightened. She didn't see the small crack in the pavement. Her foot twisted. And everything fell. Eggs shattered. Milk burst open. Tomatoes rolled into the street. Bread landed in a puddle. And something inside her broke. She dropped to her knees. People walked around her. A man stepped over the spilled groceries like they were trash. Emma tried to gather what she could, but her hands were shaking too badly. And then she did something she hadn't done in months. She started crying. Not the quiet kind. The ugly, can't breathe kind. Because it wasn't about the groceries. It was about being tired. Tired of pretending she was strong. Tired of smiling for Noah. Tired of fighting alone. And that's when a shadow stopped in front of her. Hey, it's okay. The voice was calm. Deep. Steady. Emma didn't look up. I'll help you, he said. A pair of hands carefully picked up the apples before they rolled into traffic. She finally looked up. He looked to be in his early 30s. Simple jeans. Dark hoodie. No fancy watch. No expensive car. Just kind eyes. My name's Ryan, he said gently. I'm fine, she whispered, even though she clearly wasn't. Ryan didn't argue. He simply removed his jacket and placed it on the wet pavement so the remaining groceries wouldn't soak further. Emma blinked. Who does that? A car honked angrily. Ryan stood up, walked into the street, and stopped traffic with his hand so he could retrieve the last few items safely. People stared. He didn't care. Within minutes, everything salvageable was back in the bags. But Ryan noticed the broken eggs. The ruined milk. He noticed her shaking hands. Wait here, he said. Before she could protest, he walked back inside the store. Emma sighed. He'll disappear like everyone else. But he didn't. 10 minutes later, he returned. With 2 brand new grocery bags. Full. Eggs. Milk. Fresh produce. Even snacks. I replaced everything, he said casually. Emma's breath caught. You didn't have to. I wanted to. She stared at him, confused. Why? Ryan paused. Because I know what it's like to feel like the world just kicked you while you're already down. That answer felt real, and something about it made her trust him. But she had no idea who he really was. They walked together to her apartment building. It was small, worn down, paint peeling from the walls. Ryan noticed everything. You live here? He asked softly. She nodded, embarrassed. Inside, Noah ran to the door. Mommy. He stopped when he saw Ryan. Who's that? Emma hesitated. This is a friend. Ryan crouched to Noah's level. Hey, buddy. Noah noticed the grocery bags. Did you fix it? He asked. Emma froze. Ryan looked confused. Noah looked at his mom and said quietly, when Dad used to drop things, he always fixed it. Emma turned away so they wouldn't see her tears. Ryan swallowed hard. After dinner, Ryan stood to leave. But before he walked out, he asked something unexpected. Are you working right now? Emma hesitated. 2 part-time jobs. And still behind on rent. She nodded. Ryan thought for a long moment. Then he said something that changed everything. Come to this address tomorrow at 10 a.m. He wrote something on a receipt. She looked at it. It was the address of one of the biggest logistics companies in the city. I don't understand, she said. You will. And then he left. Emma had no idea that Ryan wasn't just a kind stranger. He was Ryan Mitchell, CEO. The next morning, Emma almost didn't go. It had to be a mistake. But something told her to try. She walked into the massive glass building, feeling completely out of place. At the front desk, she handed over the receipt. The receptionist's eyes widened slightly. Oh, yes. He's expecting you. He. Emma was escorted to the top floor. Doors opened. And there he was. Not in a hoodie. In a tailored suit. Confident. Professional. In charge. Ryan Mitchell. CEO of Mitchell Logistics. Emma froze. You, she whispered. Ryan smiled gently. I told you you'd understand. She felt embarrassed. I don't need charity. He shook his head. This isn't charity. He slid a folder toward her. Operations manager. Full-time. Benefits. Salary triple what you're making now. Her hands trembled. Why me? Ryan leaned back. Because yesterday, even while you were crying, you apologized to the cashier for holding up the line. That tells me everything I need to know about your character. She broke down again. But this time, they weren't tears of defeat. They were tears of hope.